one, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at deficit before they know what hit them.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try it now with Irving. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready?
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick for April's draft. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Panthers at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Now here's Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
On his own read, a handoff here to Brooks. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now they can't bring him down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
50, green.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Now they'll run on the draw. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Ready. 10 black.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back field, black. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Buccaneers 4-yard.
They'll try to throw now. Young on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. Either covering a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Looks like he can win every battle.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a Bucca. That's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Emeka Bucca, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pushing his way through. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Buccaneers have it. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2-yard line.
And they'll run again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
gets ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
1st and 10 at the 40.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Now Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Blue, 32. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to walk one, deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Young. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Right.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Young's pass.
Hurry.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready?
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Panthers, first down.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 145 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once again, it's Irvin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Ibuka. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
White. Come on.
Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, Young. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's now second.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Set. Ready. Fight. 940. Ready.
Young now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Cut.
Young going to give to Brooks. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Young. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Set. We got it. Set.
Young to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter from Charlotte.
Watch it. Stay.
Now Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's third and 3.
brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 16. Ryan Fitzgerald
following the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will have a 1st down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. On the RPO, that's complete right side. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Fly through. Here we go. Check.
Young. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete.
On the ball.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Drill green. Cut, cut.
Young now from the 50. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Let's set.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. Cowboy 80.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
That will give Irving running right. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Marvin Harrison Jr., 94 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point running down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown of the 2-point conversion. touchdown. This is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now 2nd and 9. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
19, Warriors 17. Mustang 19.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch this thing right downfield. Nice little juke. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Buka. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Panthers 23.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Hut.
Now Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're still hurt, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Young to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Kudos for the defense from Lee on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really